Hi everyone, and happy Earth Day. This is a small art workshop for Earth Day brought to you by the Compassion Project to help give awareness for Earth Day and for our new series, Art for Resilience, which you can subscribe to by visiting compassionproject.org. Art for Resilience is a mini workshop series inviting rest, play, and discovery. Each week, you will receive a video containing a mindfulness exercise and an art prompt. These are geared for 3 different audiences: our school series, households with kids series, and our friends series. These are free and are open to all to join in and participate. I'm filming inside right now as it's a bit windy where I'm at, and it might be a little harder to hear me if I go outside. But nevertheless, this is a video about art in the natural environment. This is a quick art project to be completed entirely outdoors. The only materials you need are what you can find outside. Maybe that means to you a park, your own yard, your neighborhood, or wherever you can go to appreciate the environment. This prompt is inspired by land artists like Andy Goldsworthy and Richard Long. Andy Goldsworthy is a British sculptor who uses the environment as his medium or materials to make his art. His materials range from found rocks, sticks, leaves, and even ice in some cases. He completes his work out in nature and leaves the work where he makes it. So that's what we're going to do. First, pick out something you have an abundance of. In my yard, I have a large amount of rocks and sticks from nearby trees. Collect a good assortment of materials to make your project. I'm going to be making a simple spiral from sticks inspired by this piece of Andy Goldsworthy. I selected a good amount of sticks, making sure that they were all roughly the same size. I then used a round object, in my case, this bottle of disinfecting wipes. This is to give a little support and a sort of stencil to keep the spiral round. Building the spiral, I assembled the sticks, moving clockwise around the bottle. Being careful not to be too rough, it's almost like playing Jenga or putting a puzzle together. As you do this, think about your favorite things to do outside, the sounds that you might hear outside as you're completing this. For me, it was the wind, geese, and other birds as they flew into nest for the night. Then I removed the bottle and my spiral was complete. What other shapes could you make or try out? Can you make them larger or smaller, or maybe make multiple spirals? I completed mine on a cement sidewalk, but what if you try it on the grass or other places? Please share what you have made using the hashtag #CompassionProject and #EarthDayArt. After completing my first one, I decided to give it another go and try out something completely different. For this one, I decided to think about the artist Richard Long. Richard Long is a British sculptor as well, who uses natural materials very similar to Andy Goldsworthy. But Richard Long uses rocks and other materials to create lines and simple designs that portion off the spaces he uses. I collected a good amount of rocks and took some time to make a straight line using them. During this time assembling the rocks, I thought about how I can show my compassion to the natural environment. Maybe that's picking up litter when I see it on my favorite hiking trails. Maybe that means walking instead of driving from place to place if I can. What does it mean to you? Lastly, if you are unable to get outside right now and complete this project, instead, think about the materials inside your own home that you might be able to translate into something like this project. Maybe that will look like this, or this. These projects are really easy to pick up and spend as much time or as little time on as you like. The important part, more than making something overly impressive or complicated, is that you're spending time outside with these simple materials that we take for granted. I encourage you to look up more art from both Andy Goldsworthy and Richard Long. Maybe they will give you some more ideas and some inspiration on what to make and how to complete this project differently. So take some time, go outside, look for some materials found in nature you can make into a simple design, and have fun. Remember to post your photos on Instagram or Facebook and use the hashtags #CompassionProject and #EarthDayArt. Check out even more videos of mindfulness and art prompts by subscribing to Art for Resilience presented by the Compassion Project. Again, you can subscribe by visiting compassionpject.org. Thanks so much for participating. Happy Earth Day, and stay tuned. More art is on the way.